for praying for me. Because he knew I was coming.
That's right.
Johnny, you drove a long way. You want to say anything?
Just, what you said earlier about, no judgment. I was telling my girlfriend today that, when Randy talked to you, he looked you in the eye and you felt it, felt his truth. I don't know. And that too, the God in me touching the God in you, I think that's where I really learned how to hug somebody. And I've had people tell me that they like that.
Yes, we did, Randy. Thank you, Randy.
I'm Ronnie. This is not my group, but I heard about this and I just thought I needed to come up here. If it wasn't for the Randy's recovery group, I'm not sure where I'd be doing. I'd have bad days and all of a sudden, he'd call or he'd text. And 2 weeks ago, he called me the last time and said, we need to get together and we'll do some lunch. Having a couple hours a day. All of a sudden that day didn't happen. I feel real bad about that. But, he's in a better place. I know how much he is hurting. I've seen a lot of sickness. And he's just in a better place now. Pretty much all I got.
My name's Sabrina. I'm an addict. Sabrina, I only had the privilege of meeting Randy one time. And I really didn't get his name the first time, but I went to my husband, I went to Shelby, and I said, I met this man today, and he had the most beautiful aura around him. Like, just, the light of Jesus shined through him so brightly. Like, it touched my soul, and I never heard his name. But even just the other day, I was thinking about him. And it's just that love that he had inside of him. And I'm just so grateful that I had just that one opportunity to meet him. Thank you.
Lana, I'm Bob. I only knew Randy the last 10 years. I knew of him, but I didn't know him. Randy had two things going that amazed me and appealed to me. NA and religion. And I always felt that Randy was, because he had those 2 points, he was a dynasty. So I always felt like that there was a dynasty and it was called Randy Gate. That was my description of it. That's my feeling of it. Goodbye, Randy.
Of course, Randy was much longer than that. He was an example for me when I first got here. I will say this, that the humbleness that he had about himself was very unique in my perspective. I found out later in my years that he was one of the guys who started the oldest group in Narcotics Anonymous in Texas. He's part of that, he's a pioneer. That's very important to me because we're about service in Narcotics Anonymous in some ways, right? So that's a very important service. The Live and Cooking Group in Houston, he was one of the founders of that. Didn't know that till I was, I think, 10 or 12 years clean. So I was very inspired by that. Of course, we all know every group, he's a pioneer here. So he's one of the beginning starting members here. So I have a lot of respect for him, and I think it was likewise. We didn't see each other much, but when we did, he used to do this though at the meeting. He'd share something, and he'd say, "I'm gonna be quiet so John can share." So I really liked him a lot, but he will be missed, y'all, and I think that God will tell him, "Well, job well done." I'm pretty sure he'll say that about Randy, and hopefully he gets to say that about each of us when we meet our Maker again. Okay, thank y'all.
I do want to say Randy got clean in
Galveston area. Gino was his sponsor. Those of you that go to Whitney know Gino. Gino went home 2 years ago, I think it is now. Randy told me that they, the way they used to always do it in the old school, right? Get in the car, we're going somewhere. And they shoved him in the car, and he ended up at Whitney. He ended up at Redwood Lodge, and he was part of the founding committee that started the Unity Convention at Whitney. Most of us go to every 3 months, and it's about the same amount of clean time as he had. I think he went back out after the first Whitney, but the story he told me was about the God meeting on the floor.
Yes.
And he was angry. He had all this anger. He hated people. He hated animals. And this is his story. But there was his first one on the meeting of the God floor when they started hugging on him and talking to him and loving on him. And they told him, put the gun down. The war's over, Randy. You lost. I will never forget that. Because that's how I felt. I needed to put that bat down, the gun down, whatever you want to call it. I needed to surrender. And that's where he got free, was on that God floor. And that special place in my heart, Serenity Point. Lots of pictures at the memorial today were of him at Serenity Point by the cross. I just had to say that since you brought up that. I think he even helped write some of the stories, or helped on the typewriter or something. He was playing about some of the NA literature in the very beginning. So, and he opened one of the first groups in Texas. So it's definitely a predecessor. We got about 5 more minutes. Anybody else want to say anything, Tony? Okay. Okay.
Serenity prayer.
Okay. So we're good.
Serenity prayer.
Huh?
Let's close with the serenity prayer.
Third step prayer or serenity prayer?
Bob?
Serenity.
Serenity.
Serenity prayer. Okay, so we're going to close with the serenity prayer, and we'll count 1, 2, 3 at the end, and we'll all let the balloons go. Or you can hold on to yours until you want to say something special in your heart. Okay? Okay? Let this circle represent. Do it together. We can't do alone.
Recover. Stay
Go
alive.
with the serenity prayer. God,
Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
1, 2, 3.
Bye, Randy.
See you later, brother. They all went,
It's all good.
they all went to one direction.